All right, people, I'm about to explain to you guys something that's really going to blow your mind. And it's something that for me, when I saw this, I cannot unsee it, okay? And that's this. Generally speaking, when we like someone, we usually make a concerted effort. Actually, it's not even a concerted effort. It's actually something that's very unconscious that we try to show them our happy side usually, right? And we usually try to hide one facial expression, right? And that facial expression is anger or frustration. This is depending on your character, but generally speaking, the people who we date, we the only time they usually see our angry side, our bad side, is when we're done with them. Is when we've had it enough, right? And now they're seeing our angry face. Now they're seeing the look of I'm leaving you, and as soon as you do that, something in that person changes. In fact, when you're not used to seeing somebody's face be angry, or somebody's face be disappointed, or just doesn't want to talk to you, when we don't see that, and when we do see it, something in us gets awakened, and there's something. At least for me, with my partners, it ends up they look a little bit more attractive. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what it is. It's because you're just not used to seeing that face. That when we piss them off, we're it's like it's a new face, it's a new look, and it's not just the face that comes with it. Because the truth is, when somebody sees your angry face, the look of contained anger, the look of contained rage, where you're not angry, where you're not like raging, but you're lowering this emotion to an ever messing type of like boiling type of point where it's just simmering. Everything about you changes and is manifested in the face. So when you give them that face, you as a person usually feel an energy, right? You feel like you don't want to talk to them. You feel a sense of disgust, a sense of like almost like a sense of aggression, and your whole energy changes and it's manifested like a flower that's blooming, right? It's manifested in the face. And what that tends to do is that it creates fear in the other person, not fear like abusive fear, but a look of like, okay, what the fuck did I just activate? And what you'll notice is that they're paying a little bit more deeper attention. You'll notice in their face when you're angry, you'll notice in their face that they're kind of like almost like what the fuck, like what's going on, like, and that sense, that feeling, it can only give you power. It can only be to your advantage. And that's because humans usually don't like. Usually, when you rarely get angry and you do, it's intimidating. It is intimidating, especially if you're known as somebody who's nice and chilled and laid back. When somebody sees that face, when somebody sees the look that we tend to give when somebody crosses our boundaries, it honestly makes them. It creates fear, and that fear comes with respect. And you'll notice is that when you give them that look, when they can sense that you're really mad, that you don't want to talk to them at this moment because of something that they did, they start acting more docile. They start giving you more. They start being nicer to you. They'll do things that they didn't do before for you. I'm telling you, man. And this is not manipulation. This is something that a lot of us feel, and we tend to suppress it, and we tend to not show it. There are so many moments, we only show this because a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends might be watching this and say, I'm always mad at the person that I'm with, right? We're not talking about those relationships that have become petty, where all of you guys are bickering at each other for any little thing. We're not talking about that. Y'all need therapy. This is not the type of video for you, okay? What I'm talking more about is when you guys are getting to know each other, or when you're someone that's known to never show angry face. If your partner has never seen you angry, it's not because you're not angry, it's because you've been hiding it. And usually we hide it because we just don't understand human nature. Humans do not get turned off. Yes, it is awkward, but the only reason why you're not showing your angry face is because you're selfish. You are only thinking of yourself. I don't want to show them. I don't want to confront them. It feels awkward. And you're not thinking of them. When somebody that rarely gets angry in a controllable and non-criminal type of way, it's it's attractive. So somebody who's used to, when I'm used to looking at you smile all the time, and then when I know you're always in a good mood, and when I see that angry look, people just look more attractive. It's a new face. It's almost like a new dish for a chef, right? A chef cooks you food all the time, but today he cooked something different. And yes, I usually like this dish, but I like the variety. Giving people a variety of emotions is healthy, and people can sense when you're hiding certain things, and not like sensing like she never showed me. She's hiding her anger. No. Oh, he's hiding his anger. No. It's that they just never seen your angry side. And usually it's not because you never feel angry. It's because you're being disingenuous. I'm saying disingenuous not in a way to attack you. I'm saying disingenuous to help you reframe what I'm trying to give you here. Is that people need that to respect you. They require your serious look to respect you. If you cannot give a person a serious look when it's needed, or if you cannot get serious without trying to ease the tension with joking and being playful, you're not giving them the full experience of you. You're hiding your other parts. So this is more of an encouragement by letting you know that there's nothing to fear when it comes to giving people the serious look, the angry look, the quiet, simmering, I don't like what you did type of look, right? And that's something that parents that are really good know how to communicate without words. And what every parent tells you is that you give them the look and kids understand it. We sort of have an intuitive understanding with children. And we all think that as you grow up, you lose that part of your nature. That's a very primal part of your nature, because we tend to be submissive towards authority, but mostly we tend to be submissive to a certain look. When somebody gives us a look of like disappointment, a look of anger, we self-reflect, we freeze up, and we start thinking deeper as to why did we get that reaction out of you, or what's gonna happen, what can I do to change that frown upside down. And that's actually a real thing. Is that when you give them that look, of disappointment, the natural urge of anyone who likes you is to please you as a response to your look to them. That's just the natural urge, the natural response. So this is why it's so important that if your partner doesn't respect you, it's because they just never seen your angry side. You've been hiding your angry side, and you gave them the impression that you're somebody who's always happy, who's a fucking butterfly, who's a freaking in a Disney movie. They can't respect that. People need tension to respect you. People who we respect have that dark triad element, that darkness, that ability to go from happy to disappointment without batting an eye or without fear of what anyone else is going to think about them. And that's how you do it, man. Find moments to give them that look. Don't be afraid of making them like say, "Oh, you're crazy," and pulling away. No, don't be afraid of that. People are going to be more receptive than you really believe. If you just imagine you're dating, you have a child, and you can never use that look to him. You can never give him that look of disappointment. What do you think is going to happen? The kid's going to think you're freaking Eric Cartman's mom. He's going to take advantage of you. You need looks of disappointment, looks of anger, looks of seriousness when it's needed, and not laugh and not let them charm you out of that state of mind. It's your defense mechanism, and your serious look, your serious nature is a tool you pick up when people need to pay attention and listen to what you're about to say. And honestly, I think this is one of the biggest reasons why nice girls, nice guys get played, because they're like a photo that's only smiling all the time. It's like, dude, like nobody can respect that. You need some seriousness in your character. You need to show the angry side. You need to be willing to walk away. You need to be willing to have those uncomfortable conversations. And that's how you get respect from people, man. Honestly, when girls do that to me, I've done that too. I don't do it often. I'm not one who gets angry. But girls have done that to me many times. And yeah, it's true, man. Like when you kind of make them mad, you kind of like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that, right? There was this one girl in New York City that I was dating that it's not that I was late all the time, right? But I was late all the time, and it was honestly because of school, right? But for some reason, I was always late with her. For some reason, thinking back at it, it was really a mistake. It was really because I just planned it poorly, to be honest with you. It wasn't like I really didn't want to see her. But I was consistently 20 or 30 minutes late. It was the craziest thing. It wasn't even on purpose. I'm not even lying. It wasn't even on purpose, right? And when she was with me, she was like, yeah, dude, what the fuck is your problem, bro? Like she was really mad, and we had a dinner, and she wasn't talking too much. And I remember after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be more on time. And I was more on time. And this happens to me too, right? When the last girl that I was with, she was like 40 minutes late. Right? And I was like, I told her, like, let's get something serious here, man. Like, are you really interested or not? Because what you did, you can't be 40 minutes late. Because in my experience, every time a girl was 40 minutes late, it was always it never worked out. Consistently. Because the day will happen when the day, please, I'll let you guys know when I'm proven wrong, but I haven't. It's never worked out. That's why I never really entertained it. And she apologized. She was like, "Oh, my fault." And it actually worked out, right? That was the one time I did. But generally speaking, when someone's late, because like really late, there's a part of me, that's the only time when my anger when I have a hard time not showing the disappointment and the anger, But yeah, let me not keep talking, man. This is a video, man. You guys have to be a little bit more serious, especially when you like someone, because the inclination is to never show that. Like, the inclination is to not show them that side of you. I'm encouraging you to do it. Let them see the contours of your shadow. You'd be surprised how much they'll like it. Anyways, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org to book a one-on-one phone call with me. All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma, emotional mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you could also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You could browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called the Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.